Everything I'm saying in this motherfucker is all props.
This shit is not
Just
real.
in case the police listen, man.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Prolific Podcast. I'm your host, Swazi. As you can see, I got a special guest with me. Sammy, you want to say what's up to the people or what?
What's up? We're right here with Swazi podcast.
Let's go. He's the
Tap
first
in.
guest. He's the first guest. So let's get into it if you're ready, man.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So the first question I want to ask, obviously, is how's life treating you so far?
Life is good. We're here. We're alive with family. We're out. We're free.
Hell yeah, free, huh?
Shout out to the free world.
Hell yeah. Okay. So, what plans or what goals do you have this year? If you mind sharing it with us.
Plans and goals.
Yeah.
We were actually thinking about getting another house, so
Okay.
hopefully that comes through. Not 100% on it. I don't know if I want to fix my house up or
All right.
buy another house. We'll see.
All right. Hey, that's a good goal. That's a good goal to have. What made you want to get a different house? Just time for a new one or location or anything like that? Any
Uh,
specific reason?
I just want it to be more open. Right now, I have a big family, so
You feel more compact?
yeah, I feel like, sometimes we're in the living room and some are in the kitchen and we're kind of separated. I like to be in the mix of everything. So,
Okay.
you know how that goes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a good goal to have. I hope you guys reach it. Hope you get the house you guys want. Um. So let's start off like this. So tell me a memory about your childhood that shaped who you are today.
Memory of my childhood. Um, I was, I dropped out of school, started hanging out with the wrong crowd, kind of brings me into where I am today, you know. So, hanging out with the wrong crowd, uh, is what, because I'm big on family, so
Right.
I try to keep the family always around and stuff, but it kind of fucked me up, you know.
Yeah.
So
I get you.
yeah, so just being on the streets,
Been on the streets.
running around, out of control. Parents are working, you're out, show up home like you were at school and all that. You know what I mean?
Running wild,
So
huh?
yeah, running wild.
Running wild. Okay. Um. Do you have any crazy stories about our family, or about you, or about me, or about both of us? Um. Growing up.
Actually, I do have a crazy story.
All right.
So there was this one time it was already, I don't know, it might have been like 3, 4 in the afternoon, if pretty early, but getting home, come home, walk into the back gate of the house, and I see Joel. Joel's probably, I don't know, uh, a year, maybe 2 years, I can't remember. Really small though. Grandpa is holding him, my dad's holding him, and he's drunk. He's drunk. So he's just sitting there, and my dad's giving him a drink and giving him another drink. He's just taking it, little sips, nothing crazy. Next thing you know, Joel's drunk. You know, so he's sitting there, he's holding him, and he's just,
Bobbleheading it up.
yeah, bobble heading up. So it's like it was crazy. That's a pretty crazy story there. Uh, I know it was not intentional. You give a sip here, sip there, but
Being young.
you're 15 pounds or so it doesn't take much.
Oh man. And you know what's crazy is that I think I remember him saying, or somebody saying, that he used to say, "I'm doing it now, so later he doesn't like the beer." He was right. I stopped liking Budweiser. I don't like Budweiser, but other than that, I kept sipping for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. How old were you when that happened? Do you remember?
I was probably, I want to say 12,
12,
13.
12, 13? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you start drinking at a young age too, or not really?
I did.
You did?
My dad always had a 12 pack, 24 pack sitting out, and still a beer here, still a beer there. I remember one time we stole all his beer, and he was like, "Hey man, what happened?" Hey, who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows what happened?
Uh, okay.
He didn't really make a big deal about it. When it got more, he knew.
He knew. He
He
knew.
knew.
Deep down, he knew. Okay.
Yeah.
So you being 15, and you say you hang out with the wrong crowd. Is that around the same time you started hanging out with the wrong crowd?
Yeah, actually, it was closer to like 13.
13.
You see, you have the guys that are driving around, and those days we're talking about 2000s,
Yeah,
uh, low rider cars, nice
nice
rims, man,
rims.
systems, hydraulics, and stuff like that. So I wanted that. I want
Right.
all that. You know what I mean? So I started hanging around them, seeing what the moves are like and stuff like that. So yeah,
So that kind of impacted you on wanting to hang out with them, was seeing them having these nice cars or having the nice fits, and because when I was growing up watching you guys, I feel like it's kind of like a chain reaction. It's like, I seen you guys with the Mercedes, the Lincolns, the Tahoes, the rims, the big old rims. I remember being young and you bumping music in the car. I couldn't even hear the guy's voice. It was pure bass. Boom, that's all you would hear. And I feel like, me being young, I seen that kind of stuff, and I was like, man, I want that. But I didn't know what was going on behind the scenes, right? As far as you saying you hung out with the wrong crowd, so um, do you think? Well, elaborate a little more. Like, what makes you say they were in a bad crowd? If you want to talk about that. If not, you got to take a shot. You don't want to answer.
well, let's take a shot
All
anyways.
right, we'll take a shot.
But hanging out with it was just selling drugs. What it was, you know. I did my time for it, so I don't
Sounds
really
good. You did the
really
time for it,
so it's in the past.
right? Because I told you from the beginning of the podcast that I don't want you to say anything that I don't want
Yeah,
to be another Vlad TV out there getting people in trouble or anything like that,
right.
right? But cheers to the good life.
No more Budweiser. We stood the strong stuff now.
Ooh,
Yeah, but hanging out with the wrong crowd,
okay,
selling drugs. It was easy money.
easy money. Okay. Um, if you could tell yourself, if you could go back in time right now and tell your younger self at that age before you started doing anything, I guess illegal, what would you tell yourself if you could go back? Do you think you would not say anything, or do you think you would try to talk some sense
Definitely try to talk sense into me. It was like I try to teach you guys. Stay in school. It's not about the money. It comes and goes. I mean, I just kind of stay straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If I could have done that, I mean, I could have done that. I just chose not to
you
do it.
chose not to do it.
But if I could go back, I'd be like, hey, you know what? Stay in school, whatever, blah blah blah. Just to at least keep me out of trouble.
Right, right.
School works and everything, but
Okay.
yeah, it's harder out now.
So so let's go from you're 15 and you start selling drugs. Do you know what you started with at first? Do you remember or not
Yeah,
really?
it was always weed.
It was always
Weed,
weed.
weed is the gateway.
Wait, is the gateway.
So
Okay.
it starts with weed, and then you move slowly progress, and then it just depends on what your people want. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Okay.
So what the demand is. So it was started, Mexican brick weed, where it was at.
Let's get. Can you elaborate what Mexican brick weed for the people that don't?
So it's comes and you buy a pound of weed and it's this big. It's compressed into a brick. It's not your normal. You go to your. It's legal here now, so just so you guys know. So you go, you get your fluffy nuggets or whatever. It's all
Right.
hard,
Okay.
because they're smuggling from over there over here or whatever. Um, but
How much do you say that would cost then versus now? Do you think it was more expensive then, or do you think it was cheaper then?
it was definitely cheaper then.
Yeah. Now you think it's a little more.
Well, I don't think that's a thing anymore. I don't even see it anymore.
Yeah.
So
So
now you
yeah.
have your people that I don't know what the hell they do to the shit, but
Yeah.
it has you, and you start having a whole panic attack. You know what I mean? You
Okay.
can't even enjoy it anymore. I don't know. I haven't smoked, but I've been clean for a long
Long
time,
time.
15 plus years.
But
You know what I mean?
so you just smoked it.
Oh yeah, when I smoked, I would buy a pound to smoke. Some people go, you buy a 5 sack to smoke or whatever. Even then, I remember they would come $5 and be like, "Give me a 5 sack, but I only have $3."
There was 5 sacks back then.
But 5 sacks, if
Damn.
you believe it or
And a
not,
whole pound. Damn. How long did a whole pound last you?
to smoke.
The smoke.
Oh, I don't know. I used to, and I wouldn't smoke a whole pound to myself.
Yeah.
I had a lot of friends, so they would come over, and
That would
you
just
know, I
roll
would
it up.
just yeah, it
Okay,
was
okay. So so you would get the little brick weed, and then you started selling that, and you say now you said before it was cheaper, and you don't see it anymore. Okay, so you're 15 doing that, or 14, 13, 15 doing that. What what would explain to me what like who how would you get it? How would you guys did you just go to Mexico yourself, or did you have somebody that would bring it to you, or not without giving any names, of course, but you know how would you get it? How would an average street kid that's 15 years old go and say, hey, I want to buy this?
exactly how they got it here, but it was
It
here.
was here.
I didn't go to Mexico to get it myself. I was 15 years old, so they would come drop it off at the doorstep.
Okay,
So, but I knew I had an idea of where it was
where
coming
it's coming from. Okay, and by doing that, did you have to like earn their trust? Or did you already make a name for yourself at that time, or were you just, somebody said, hey, excuse me, hey, this is my homie, he's good, he's cool to go, he's good to go. Because I know now, I guess a lot of people symbolize the word snitch. I guess everybody's a snitch. 6ix9ine came out being a snitch, and everybody's a snitch. So you think back then it was more harder to get into that crowd, or do you think it was really easy just to be like, hey, I want to make some money and come in?
Well, it's more of they had to know you.
They had to know you. Okay.
Yeah, you just don't go and hey, find a random kid here. Here's a pound of weed. You want to sell it for me or whatever? You grow up in the neighborhood. You earn the trust. Um, they, I mean, there's a lot of shit that I did that earned people's trust, and
Trust.
they were like, "Oh man, this kid is,
It's gonna be something.
yeah, he's gonna be one of the guys that we can trust." You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
So it all comes to respect and having your word. Your
Right.
word is mandatory.
Okay. So uh so you're getting there, and you're 15 years old. When did you start? Did you ever graduate from selling weed, or did you stay there for a little bit, or always stayed there?
So that was my main was weed is
Weed.
what it was. So before I got caught the first time, uh, I should have known what was going on. They so I would sell weed to. I had a guy. He would come. I would sell him some weed, and then he got caught. And then so it's all the it's all the system that the cops don't want to buy weed from you, slap you in the hand, give you 6 months, send you off. They want to get you and send you with a couple years. Boom.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
the yeah.
So they work it. They manipulate the system
Okay.
to get you to do bigger. So and then knowing the people you know who sells coke, who sells weed, who does meth. Especially me in the neighborhood that I grew up in, it was a lot and it was everywhere. So
Okay.
there were always if you had the cash in hand, they're gonna give it.
Okay.
And what do the cops do? They give them the cash for you to go get it.
Wow.
So it's just
It's
the they came to me. I should have known. I had a guy buy strictly weed, and all of a sudden, hey, let me get an ounce of cocaine.
I don't know
Like
where
what
he
the
just yeah.
yeah, and so you're like, what the hell? But you trust him.
Yeah.
He's been coming to me 3+ years. Uh, so you're like, okay, you know, get it. And you fall into a trap. It's all a trap. So you
Okay.
just you just gotta not trust.
Not trust. Okay. And do you think that after you got caught that time, right? Because that's when you got caught, right? So
Right.
after that time, your trust kind of was like, oh crap, like I can't really trust anybody, or
Yeah.
did you already always have in the back of your head, can't trust no one?
Well, I mean, at the time you're messing with like people you grew up with,
Right.
people that you go to school with. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Okay.
So a lot of them growing up, we're kids and we're growing up, and everybody knows the code. It's always the code.
Right.
And I used to tell them all
Do
the
you-
time,
not to interrupt you, but can you tell me what that code is?
don't snitch.
Don't snitch. Okay.
Oh, don't snitch.
All right.
If you do snitch, They're gonna scare you. Hey, you're gonna do life in prison. Who the hell? Blah blah blah. Knowing that you're gonna sit in jail for months.
Yeah.
So everybody knows that. But some of them, as soon as they touch that jail, you're locked in the bathroom. You know what I mean? There's your toilet's here, but your bed's right next to it, and you're locked in the bathroom. And
Scares them.
oh yeah,
Okay. So what's so you getting there? You know, you go to prison or you go to jail or juvie. I'm not sure which one it was. Um, did you receive any advice that you live by till this day, or in there, or when you were that young? Did anybody try to give you advice other than, hey, let's make some money together?
um, yeah. You had the older guys that are in there because there's a lot of lifers never getting out. So there was a lot of them that were like, "Hey, you know what? Stay out." Stay. At the time when I got caught, I only had one kid, so
Okay.
I already had a family. They were
Yeah.
like, "Hey, stay out. Stay out there for your family, whatever." Blah blah blah. But even though it was a long time that I did 15 months. So it's a long time,
Right.
but it's not a long time because you could get slapped with years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the truth for me, I couldn't wait to get out and do it again.
Yeah.
I
That
was just gonna try to be smarter about it,
you always told
supposedly.
yourself, I'm gonna be smarter than the
Yeah,
average.
I'm gonna be smarter about it.
Okay.
Now I'm not gonna just focus on just my friends. It's just gonna be select few.
Select few. Okay. Okay. So I'm guessing that's looking back now. That's probably the biggest mistake you made. Um, was going down that path.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm guessing there's a little bit of regret there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I always looked at it, okay, I want to give my kids what I never had. So I want to give them everything. I didn't have the new shoes. I was going to school and I had ripped up shoes first day of school, you know?
Yeah.
So I was trying to give them everything. Okay, you going to school, let me get you the fresh Jordans. Let me get you this. Let me get you that.
Okay.
And I did end up giving them everything I never had. I gave them a parent that you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I always had my parents.
Right.
So I gave them, everything I didn't have. A parent not being there, just
Yeah.
it's yeah, it's a messed up system, you know.
Yeah. So you go to jail and you said, I can't wait for you to do it again. So give me like a little timeline or what happens next after that. You come out and what's do you go right back to it, or are you kind of like, oh, maybe I should, think about what I'm doing, or there was no sense then.
So there was no sense then. It was just go, go, go. I've
Okay.
lost a year.
Wow.
Yeah,
So,
it's just no sense.
yeah,
Kid running wild out there.
yeah. Do you think that you know, or at what point did you see or at any point did you see I'm running to a brick wall, like I'm there's what took for you to see this place only gives me two roads, either jail or death, because I don't know a single retired drug dealer that could say he never been to jail or never been shot at or anything like that, right? So I can't sit here and say, oh yeah, I know a guy that he retired comfortably and he's living life. What what made you see, or what happened that made you see, damn, like there's no good outcome of this.
So this last time that I got caught is what made me open my eyes. You know what I mean? I got more time. So now we're doing 5+ years and in federal prison,
Federal prison.
and supposedly, came my cut off close friends, you know,
Yeah,
and I was like, you know what? I didn't completely cut them off. I didn't directly deal with them. I would send them somewhere else
right.
where the money was gonna come back to me anyway.
So when you got more years, and you already, how old are you at this time when you got sentenced or you got caught again?
When I got caught again, so the first time I was 19 years old,
19 years old. Wow.
going to prison,
And the
19
whole
years
year
old,
gone.
and then yeah, so I get out. I'm almost gonna turn 21. Uh, and then I go for a few years, and I think I was maybe 26 when I got
26.
caught. again.
26 years old.
Yeah, 26 years old. They took all. Look at my.
They took all the young
They
years.
took all my young years, man. So
Do you want to talk about how you got caught or how that happened, or do you rather just steer away from that?
it's snitching.
Snitches? Okay.
Snitches. This is what it is. There's a whole bunch of. It's just like a normal thing for motherfuckers to do now. It's just snitch. And that's what I told the guys before. You know, when I would talk to them, I knew they were selling. I tell them, look, if you want to be a family man, stay home with your family. If you want to sell drugs, but don't snitch because it's a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's a matter of time.
Your clock's ticking.
Yeah, your clock is ticking, and the motherfuckers act so fucking solid. It's like ice, how they say.
Yeah.
Until you get the heat, then it starts melting. You know what I mean? And there's motherfuckers that live by, I'm fucking solid, blah blah blah. But when they sit there and you have it in you, and as soon as those feds get you, and they're gonna say they're giving you 30 years, they're gonna give you the 30 years, and that's when the motherfuckers rat.
That's when they get scared.
And there's some that rat even 30 days.
30 days.
The motherfucker that ratted on me was gonna do 30 days. How he got a possession of marijuana and started snitching.
And started snitching.
It started snitching.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's out of control.
So, do you think that? Okay, let's say the guy didn't snitch on you, right? You think you would have been still good, or do you think eventually
I
you
don't
would
know.
have slipped?
It's a rough world out there. You know, you always have. I had somebody, a close friend of one of my dad's close friends. He wasn't even a close friend to me,
Right.
but there was one time that he came to me and he tells me, he's like, hey, how many times did you go to your house? And I was like, what?
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So you're not only dodging police, you're dodging Jack boys too.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
There's motherfuckers that they'll sit there and they plot on you. He said that this is what they do. They go and they see the guys with the big rims and the whatever cars, and they'll watch you. They sit there and watch you. If they sit there and see you don't go to work or whatever, they know something's going on.
Right. This guy doesn't get up early.
Yeah.
He doesn't come home.
Right.
Okay. So he tells you that, and what do you do differently, or what feelings are you feeling at that time?
Well, the kill or be killed. You know,
Okay.
that's the first thing that comes to my head. So I tell the guy, I tell him, you know what? I want to know who this is.
Right.
And then so he's like, whoa, how can we set this up? You know, blah, blah, blah. So I tell front you guys, I just want to see who it is.
Okay.
He does that. You go to the door, you look out, it's a girl,
Yeah.
you open the door. You go, you look out, and there's a couple guys. You're like, hey, what the fuck's going
I'm not
on?
gonna open the door to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, you know, see?
Okay.
So the motherfuckers is crazy out there.
So when that happened, what did you? And this is before prison, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what did you do to stop that, or what happened after that?
I went straight defense mode. I was waiting, and I got a gun, and I was ready to go. You know, I was
You're
like,
just waiting for them to.
yeah. So
Okay.
shit was. Thankfully, it never happened. You know what I mean?
Now looking back,
yeah.
of course.
Thankfully, it never happened.
Right.
You know, whatever. But right away, it's just defense mode.
Okay. So defense mode, but this guy's never came.
They never
They
came.
never came.
I think what happened was.
Do you think at that time, I wouldn't want to say drug lord, but you were doing it pretty big. You were stacking cash.
I think. I mean, I was. I thought I was, but I look back on it, and it was just.
You're like, man, I'm risking my life for.
Yeah,
pennies.
it's definitely not worth it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And for other guys, it's big things.
Big
You know what
things,
I
yeah.
mean? Big thing. Oh man, he's
He's
loaded.
doing a bit. Yeah, just seeing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you look back on it. I mean, when you big money's really not big money. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
Once
And
you've been around it, it's like it's nothing. But you see a crackhead or something that has nothing. Oh yeah, that's big money.
okay.
I'll take his life for that.
Okay. And then you go to the store. That happens. And then you said at 26, right? You got caught again.
I got caught again.
So give me a little bit of a story between 23 to 26 that leads up to that. Give me like a little bit of a history of what I guess what were you doing that were like your who this person that snitched you out was like, okay, I want to get this guy out, or what were you doing, I guess, to make it better? What were you doing around that time before you got caught? Were you still um dealing coke, and you were still out there like that, or did you think in your head you're moving a little bit smarter? It sounds like a long question. My
Yeah,
bad. I just
yeah, no, yeah. I definitely thought I was never getting caught.
yeah.
I was like, you know what? I had a select few, maybe 5 people. That was it. And I was like, I felt untouchable. I was like, it's never gonna happen again.
Okay.
Even when I got caught, they told me, and I was like, there's absolutely no way.
They knew you were just like,
Yeah,
nah.
I was like, no. And the lawyer's telling me, hey, they gave me 3 sheets of paper blacked out
Of
on my discovery. And so I'm like, what the hell? And he's like, there has to be rat.
a rat somewhere in there that
And I was
was
like,
was cooperating with them.
yeah. And
And
I
you were
was
like,
like, there's
nah.
absolutely no way.
So okay, so we passed. You're trying to get robbed. You're moving up. You're selling what you're selling. And then can you walk me through the day that you got caught? Or did you feel the walls closing in, or you were just like, oh, it's a normal day today?
It's just it's a crooked fucking world out there. The fucking cops put a fake warrant because at the time I was paying tickets. I had the money to pay the tickets, but I was like, fuck no, I'm not gonna go give them
Yeah,
$4,000.
at once.
Just at once. I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm gonna make them suffer. I'm gonna pay them their $150 a month. I can't remember how much I had to pay, but
Yeah.
I paid it, and it was monthly payment every time, monthly.
So,
Boom, 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 boom. And then they come up with a fucking fake ass warrant saying that I didn't pay,
just to get you in cuffs.
just to get me in cuffs. So they pull me over. Say I have a
So hold on, not to cut you off, but so what I'm saying is that talk me through your day. You woke up, you showered, whatever. What were you doing? Did you just come back from a deal? Did you go eat? Like, give me a little bit of insight on that.
um
So do you remember? Not really.
I it was just a normal day
Normal
to
day.
me.
You're just driving and they pulled you over.
Yeah, they
Okay.
pulled
Okay.
me over, and I always had something on me.
Okay.
So they pull me over, they find it, they use what they find on me to go into my house.
So they pull you over on a, hey, we're pulling you over because you have a warrant for your arrest. So now they
Right.
have probable cause, search the car.
Right.
Search the car, and they're like, oh, now, okay, we got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So they go in your house, they lock you up, right? And I'm not sure how it works. So what do? Was it federal pulling you over, or was it police?
It was it was police and federal agents.
So-
So the feds do what they want.
Right.
You're not going to beat the feds. If you beat the feds,
Feds come at you, they got you already.
they got you.
There's not even worth fighting it.
I've seen motherfuckers in there 15 plus years.
Still fighting.
Didn't find them with the fucking gram of drugs, no phone calls, nothing. Just hearsay.
Conspiracy.
Yeah. Oh,
Bull
ghost drugs.
Ghost
Ghost
drugs.
drugs.
Ghost drugs. Okay.
Yeah, you just have the rat saying, "Hey, this guy moves hundreds of pounds over here," blah blah.
And that's
and
it.
depending how credible they are, you're fucked.
Okay. So they lock you up and they go, let's search your house. Because I remember we used to live next to you, and I remember coming home from school, and they had like 4 cars parked outside. One on the street, one on the other side of the street, and then 2 on your driveway or next to your driveway, and they were just sitting in there. So I'm guessing they were waiting for the warrant.
Right.
Yeah, and they weren't dressed in police uniforms. They were, they were dressed in street clothes.
Right.
So I'm guessing those were the feds, right?
Yeah.
So what you go to jail, right? They book you. Does anybody come talk to you? They say, hey, this is what we
No,
got,
so
or
what they had at the time was a warrant for not paying tickets.
okay,
$500 I bail out. So I'm like, fuck, $500. I'll fucking bail myself out. You know, I have the five. I always carried money in my pocket,
right?
so I had maybe a few $1,000s in my pocket. I was like, you know what? It's $500. I'll bail myself out. So they were like, oh shit, your wallet stayed at the scene.
Oh man,
So they pulled me over gunpoint. Hey, get the fuck out the car. Blah blah blah. They throw me in the back of the cop car. I was with one of my buddies, so he wasn't even out of the car when I was already on my way to jail. So
wow.
yeah, and they pulled me over on the highway, blocked the whole freaking. It looked like normal cars. The next thing you know, there's lights everywhere. It was just lit up.
Undercovers and everything.
Christmas everywhere.
Christmas everywhere.
So then, yeah, so I'm on my way back. So I end up calling, hey, come bail me out. They come bail me out before they come back with those charges of what, because I already know as soon as they
As soon as
check
they
the car,
they're gonna
I'm
keep you.
fucked.
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
And it's a what is that? A 72-hour hold with federal? Or if or once they get you, they're like, nah, we're not. There's no bail.
No, so what happened was I bailed out before they came back.
Oh,
with
before
those.
they came back with that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I remember even the guard told me, he's like, "You're lucky I'm bailing you out right now." So because he did my paperwork,
He knew.
He knew.
He knew.
The guard right there at the thing, he knew. He was like, "Hey man, you're lucky." And I got out and I boom. So right away, immediately I go into hiding. Like, boom. I ended up getting caught later or whatever, you know.
Did you get caught? Because of some like was a snitch already at play during
Yeah.
this? So he was already he already said your name. They're watching you. They're
Right.
like, okay, let's get him. And so
Right.
you go into hiding. As far as hiding, you bounce house to house, or are you?
Yeah, I'm house to house. I'm staying in an apartment. I'm staying at the friends. I'm
So
staying
they don't know
over here.
where to hit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
I'm everywhere.
Okay.
But the whole time I'm calling this motherfucker, come pick me up. Let's go over here and let's smoke a little bit of weed. That's when I was smoking weed at the time. And they were like, oh, so I'm with the rat the
The
whole,
whole
fucking
fucking time.
What? So the whole time they know my moves. I'm going here, I'm going there. They know I'm here. They
Yeah.
know I'm there. They know I'm over here. But there was a few times, you know, they would come to the spot and I wasn't there because last time he seen me, I was there. But then I leave and you know.
Do you think at this time do you already know that they're wanting you for? I guess not. I guess you can't say bail jumping, but you already know they want you for something else.
Yeah.
The feds want you now.
Yeah,
It's not state no more.
It's not.
It's feds. Hey, we searched your house. We found all this. We want you.
Right.
Okay.
So when I bailed out, I still had a court date.
Okay.
So I wasn't really running from that. I still went to my court date.
Yeah.
And then when I went to the court,
That's when
they told me we're gonna dismiss the charges because this is gonna be a federal case.
because federal's picking it up.
Yeah.
And what did your thought process when they tell you this? What do you think? Oh, damn.
I'm getting ready to go in. I'm like, okay, it is.
In
what it
your
is.
head, you're like, I'm going to go to state
Yeah.
jail. Whatever.
Yeah. So then when they tell me this, they dismiss the charges, and I asked the lawyer, I was like, can I go? He's like, yeah, you can go.
Go.
So I was thinking I'm getting locked up on the spot at the court.
Yeah, you're like, all right. You made peace with it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm gonna go to jail.
Yeah, I'm already.
I'm come out. I'll be all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm already all, you know, I'm done.
Yeah.
And he says I could go. So I'm like, you know what? Well, fuck it. I start hitting the door. And there's a guard at the door. So as soon as I'm walking out, the guard stops me. He's like, hey. I'm fucked.
You already knew. Fed.
Yeah. So I forgot the papers of the dismissal because the judge is signing the dismissal papers, whatever, you know, they give you a copy of the shit. I didn't even wait for that. I started. I hit
You're like,
the
as soon as
they said I could leave,
you're gone.
I was gone. So then they stopped me just to give me the paper, and they allowed for me to leave.
Okay.
So that what they said is that they let me go to see what I was doing, try to catch me with more.
Trying to building your case, you could say.
Right.
Okay.
Get me in deeper.
Get you in deeper. Okay. So, and that's when you were running. You started to run.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, what? You say you were hanging out with the snitch. So walk me through how they caught you, or where were you doing, or where were you at?
What happened was is that the snitch told them that I was getting ready to leave to Mexico, and
That was your plan, though, or
yeah.
or he was just talking?
No.
He was just talking.
He was just talking. So he just wanted me.
So
out of the way.
so it could just They could put pressure and just like, you know what, let's get him.
Right.
Right. He was tired of. I'm guessing he was probably tired of snitching. Right.
Yeah.
I guess
so
in a way, like, just
they-
want to get you, like, all right, just take this dude already. In a way.
Right.
Okay.
Because I'm sure they were pressuring him to do more, come and
And
do
he
a
was like, bro, I'm
control
gonna
buy or something. Because he didn't even do a control buy on me or nothing.
But
It was just his word saying, "Hey, he has
This is
guns,
the
he
guy.
has drugs,
did
whatever."
did you ever sense it was him snitching on you? Did you ever
Never.
think like, man, this guy's acting kind of weird around me, or like he never gave off a weird vibe
He did, but I just brushed it off.
because you were like, there's no way this guy's.
There's no way. There's no way.
Okay.
So it's like it's your buddy, you know.
You're just in denial.
I found out about it. It broke my heart when I did, and because after they got me the second time, all those blacked out papers,
They
they gave them to me
without blackout.
without blackout.
So okay, so you get caught, right? They get you because the guy told them where you were at. You know, he says he's gonna leave the Mexico, so like the feds are like, okay, let's pick this guy up already before he takes off, right in their head. They take you to jail and walk me through. The lawyer you get a lawyer right away, or do you get an appointed, or how does that work?
I just got appointed lawyer.
Okay.
I ended up getting another lawyer further down the way, but
Okay.
yeah.
So
I
when-
was a court appointed.
So you go to jail, and do you already know feds? This is feds. Stuff.
Yeah, it was. I already knew since because they told me at the
Oh,
court.
because of the court. Okay.
Yeah.
So that happens, right? You go and you go to jail. They sit you down, whatever, and when do you say, oh crap, I need to get a different lawyer?
When they were not trying to go, so they were trying to give me 5 years.
And you were like, nah, there's no way.
So, yeah, and that was plea bargain, and if I didn't, then they were gonna give me 65 years or something.
Holy 65 years.
Yeah, it was-
Holy crap.
So they had found 9 guns. So each gun, they said they were gonna run consecutive 5 years for each, and then for the drugs and for the, you got murderers out there don't even get that time.
Yeah.
So I told the
60.
lawyer, I was like, well, who the fuck did I kill?
Yeah,
What the fuck did I do? You know what I mean? I wasn't doing nothing crazy like that. I was like, but it's for you to plead guilty.
It's a scare tactic in a
Yeah,
way.
right?
It's for like, hey, we're not gonna waste the resources. Sign this paper. Let's get you to jail.
Or
That's it.
start snitching.
Or start snitch. So they did offer you to snitch.
No, they didn't.
Did-
Oh, actually, they did
They
come
did.
and talk to
Oh,
me.
okay.
And so the guy came and talked to me. He's like, hey, blah blah blah. This is your time. You want to? I told him, hey man, I got nothing to fucking tell you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got nothing. I'm by the street code. You know
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
live by,
I- I know. Well, actually, I shouldn't say I know, but I know that sometimes if you rat out the wrong people, if they
there's no way.
so I told the guy too. I was like, hey, well, because the guy came and talked to me, and I was like, you just want to help me get my family killed, and you know what he told me?
What do you say?
That's a risk you got to take.
Wow. That's what he said.
He's straight like that. That's a risk you got to take. I told him, you know what? I'm done talking.
Get the fuck. Yeah, get out of here.
I'm done
Yeah,
talking. To
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
I was like, I wasn't gonna talk to the motherfucker anyways. You know what I mean?
You were just.
But I told him that anyways. I told him, you just want to fucking help me get my family killed. And he tells me that's a risk you got to take. And I looked at this motherfucker
That's-
like, are you fucking kidding
Yeah,
me?
those dudes don't
Fuck
care,
you.
man. They don't care. Yeah. So okay. So you get your lawyer. Lawyer brings you the papers. Says, this is your snitch. Or how does that? How?
No. So they didn't tell me exactly. So they give you scenarios of what's happened before. They say, okay, the confidential informant came out. He wasn't even a confidential informant. He was a reliable source, which is higher, I guess, than a confidential.
Because he's putting other guys in jail.
Because he's already put a lot of
And
motherfuckers.
you didn't know
in
this
jail.
though.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So he's already. I mean, we know everybody.
Right.
So he knew everybody. So he's putting this guy away, and
Wow.
everybody. And so he says, hey, go to so and so's house. You're gonna find this. They were going and finding that.
Wow.
Go to so and so's house. You're gonna find this. Go to Sammy's house. You're gonna find this.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was a reliable source. What the lawyer told me was that he was RS, and they was like, if the head metro said something, that's how good his word was.
Wow. It was. He never let them down in a way.
Yeah.
Everything he said was reliable. Everything was
Everything.
100% it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's when you knew. It was
Yeah,
it.
they gave me all these details, and then I knew.
You knew.
I
Okay.
was like, okay, I know who it is,
Okay.
because there was select few that I hang out with, and some of them were not there. So how would they know this? So then you know.
You know. Okay. So you. So okay. So you you go to jail, right? You're going to court, and do you sign a plea deal or do you fight it all the way through?
No, I signed.
You sign.
I'm
Because
like, there's no way I can beat
so
it.
what did you just knew that, or the lawyer said, hey, bro, it's better if you just
Yeah. I already knew. It was done.
yeah.
There was no beating it.
Okay.
They had me.
How long did you last in this case, or how long was the case?
So I had beat that case when they got me for
Drop the charges.
they dropped the charges because they illegally searched my car.
Oh, okay.
So then they were like, okay, we're no longer gonna use the car. Now we're going, and that's when they gave me all the unblock,
House. Oh, all the
all the because so they were like, we have with just the snitch was gonna be enough for us to go into.
Was
your
there
house.
any wire wearing? None of that?
No
No,
wire,
it was
no
just
nothing.
because he said,
It was just
and
he
they
said,
hit, and it was gold.
yeah.
Okay, so then the judge, your not the judge, the prosecutor obviously offers you here it's this many years, which is how many years did they give you?
They ended up giving me 91 months.
91 months, which
7 years, 7 months.
7 months. Okay, and your lawyer goes, if I does he tell you, hey, if I was you, I'd sign this, or does he say, hey, man, this is the best they're gonna give you?
Yeah.
That's what he says. That's the
He
best.
tells me, he's like, I seen them convict people with less than what they have on you.
So they said it's better you just sign this now.
Yeah.
If not, they're gonna.
So then I was like, you know what? There's no beating it.
So you sign.
I put my hands up. I'm like,
You got me.
you got me.
Okay, so you sign. You never done federal time.
No.
So can you walk me through your thoughts of when you signed this paper and you said, "Damn, here goes 7 years," or was it 7 years you said, right, or 6 years? 7 years.
7 years.
7 years, 7 months. Here we go. Did you? I know that's probably a dumb question because there's probably a lot of emotions running through your mind. But what was your biggest your biggest thought when you were signing this paper? Like, I'm giving up 7 years of my life, or damn, it was at that time. Were you saying it wasn't worth it, or at that time you're like, fuck it, I don't care, just give me 7 years. It is what it is. Or what was your thought process?
Oh man, I was
You're tripping.
broke. I was broke, man. I was like, damn, I've never done this much time, you know?
Yeah.
If I would have known the truth, if I was gonna get that much time, I would have left.
You would have just took off.
I would have took off.
You would have said,
I wouldn't even have thought about it.
that,
Boom, I'm gone. You know,
but you didn't. You didn't.
But then once I was caught, then it's too late.
Yeah.
You're already caught.
They already
you know
got
what
you.
I mean?
So when you say they broke your heart when you found out, right? Was it because it was? If you want to say, you don't have to, right? If you don't want to, take another shot. Move on with the questions. But if you want, you say they broke your heart.
Just, they were there.
Okay. So when you hear this and it breaks your heart, do you tell yourself, like, damn, like, was it more of you were heartbroken? Like you said you did say you were heartbroken, but it wasn't anger, it was more, I would never think this guy would do this.
Yeah.
It's more of a letdown. Like, damn, like out of all the people, it was you.
Right.
Okay. Do you
I had a list of
people that might have done this?
Yeah, no, and out of that list, it was not him.
You never had him on that list
No,
not once.
And the funny thing was that this motherfucker told them to tell me that it was somebody else, and they told me it was somebody else.
So they're arresting.
So when they got me, they're like, "Hey, man, so-and-so told us exactly where to get you. We got you right away." So I'm looking at the cop like, "Are you really telling me this?"
You're like, "Why is he saying this?"
Yeah. So I'm like, "What the fuck?" It was weird to me.
Yeah.
So they're willing to jeopardize somebody else's life
just so they don't
to cover their snitch.
Wow. And
as far as the they'll go and do.
So when you heard this name that they gave you, were you like, this motherfucker? Or were you more like, nah, there's no way?
Well, I was disappointed then too. You give it more of a okay, I could see it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But even though it's disappointing, you're like, oh, you know what? When you're like, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
then,
so that happens. You find out who it really was. Get your heart broken. In a way like you're hurt. and you're like, okay, I'm gonna do this bit. So walk me through the first day, if you can, and if you want, or let's take a shot first, and then we'll move on from that. You ready for another shot? All right then, and then we'll move on. We'll move on to that. But as I'm pouring the shot, I'll ask you the question. So you oh, I did that backwards, man. I'm supposed to serve the guest first. You haven't seen a shot glass?
Oh,
You
I don't know if I want to take the shot.
hey. Oh man.
Oh man, you did me dirty, Joe.
I got mine too. Look,
Uh,
we're good. We're good. We're good. Whew, that bottle is nasty, but it ain't Budweiser, that's for sure. So, you go to jail and you're there. Walk me through the first day, right? They well, you go. Well, you're well. No, they if I remember right, they let you out for a little bit, don't they?
yeah.
Okay.
So I bailed out.
You bail
One
out.
of my sisters puts her house up. I ended up bailing out. You know, so leaving was not an option.
Because you're like, I can't have them lose their house.
Yeah. I mean, I could have gave her the money for it to. Okay, here's the money.
So you still had
yeah,
getaway cash, I guess, in a way you could say.
right.
Okay.
But it was just I was what I had in mind was I'm young, I'll do my time and I get out. And I never have to look over my shoulder.
Yeah.
You know. You go to Mexico, you got a ton of motherfuckers that want to come over here because it's hard over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got a lot of people that I know that ran and then ended up coming back. Fuck it, just taking the job.
Right. I don't want to go to Mexico, come back when I'm 50, and then
like,
have that hanging over my head, and now I'm 60 years old in prison. You know what I
prison,
mean?
yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm young. I'll get it over with, and then I'm done.
You're
You know
done.
what I mean? I just came to it. You know, I'm gonna do my time,
Okay.
and it is what it is.
So they let you out. They let you out, and you go to jail. They let you out, obviously, and you get sentenced. You go to jail. They lock you up. Walk me through the first day of prison. I know there's a lot of politics, and when I say politics, just for people that don't know, I'm not talking about Trump. I'm not talking about Republican, Democrat. I'm talking about jail politics as far as who you're gonna run with.
So as soon as you get to jail, first day, it's who you're gonna run with.
Right. Like
Either you're gonna run with the paisas, which is the Mexicans. You're gonna run with the sureños, which is the Southsiders. You're gonna run with the whites or the blacks or the Asians or the Indians or whatever race you are.
So it never goes by race.
It goes by race. But there's other races running with other people.
Okay.
So it
So that
depends.
can happen.
Yeah, it can
Okay.
happen.
So there's not like the
And then,
movies where.
and then it's if they want to accept.
Oh, okay. So like in the movies, it's like no, you have to run with whites. There is some whites that run with Mexicans and just say, hey, I'm running this way.
Yeah.
But then they have to you have to accept your card in a way. Like, hey, okay.
They have to accept you.
Okay.
They're gonna be like, okay, well, why do you want to run with us? Let me see.
Why don't you run with your own people?
Let me see your paperwork.
Okay.
So they do their background on you. They get your paperwork. They see what you are, who you are, whatever, and then they decide. Okay, we come with us or don't come with us or whatever.
Okay. So you get there and they hit you up right then and there.
Oh yeah,
boom.
on the spot.
As soon as you put your stuff on your bunk, whatever. What do they say?
So when I was in the state, I ran with the paisa.
But did they ask you, or you went to them and said, hey?
So the Southsiders I already knew
From the neighborhood.
I know a whole lot of Southsiders.
Yeah.
You know, a lot. And then a lot of them were like, "Hey, why don't you come run with us?
Yeah, okay.
Why don't you come with us? Why are you over there?" But I learned that this is the first time I went to jail. That if you are not a Southsider originally, like you got jumped into a gang or whatever,
like from the outside,
yeah, you become what's called a poste.
Post? Was that like a post?
Yeah, a post.
What the hell is that?
A poste. That's what they call them. So what a poste is, if there's say I'm a Southsider and you're not,
okay,
and you're a poste, and there's somebody that comes on the yard that needs to get knocked down, or they need to get taken off the yard or stabbed or
so you
or
like
whatever,
beat them up or
like
put them in the infirmary.
You have to go first.
before a made, kind of like the Italians. Before a made man goes, you're gonna send your soldier.
Right.
Okay. So
So they might send somebody with you just to
make sure it gets done.
Yeah. But,
Okay.
But you're always front line. You come out of the hole. Hey, you know what? Some other guy come. You're going again. You're going again.
Wow.
You're going again.
So you're just using you.
Yeah.
To
so
be
it's-
but be part of the clique. You got to put in more work than the other dudes are putting in work their own.
Right.
Okay.
Eventually, once you get up there in the ranks or whatever,
They'll leave you. let you be.
you know what? You already did 3-4 missions.
You're good.
You already added another 10 years to your fucking sentence. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You came in here for 1 year, but you're gonna do 11 years because you had to stab a few people. And if you don't do it, then they fuck you up too.
Because you denied in correct order.
Right.
So I'm guessing the Southsiders have a lot of enemies in there.
Oh,
They're
it's
always
a-
in fights. They're always in
always,
something because
always
it's street politics outside versus inside.
I mean, it's everywhere.
It's
All the races have it. I'm
Okay.
not gonna just say them,
Them.
but
All the races have
everybody has
problems.
their. But it's more. They're strict. They're strict
on their rules.
on the rules.
Okay.
So a little bit of a fuck up, you over
The-
there interacting with the blacks.
Oh, they're fucking.
Oh
they're
man.
on you.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Why the fuck you talking to them? Why you eat? Oh, you eat with them? Oh yeah.
You're done
Oh yeah.
because it's dissing them in front of everybody, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's that's a big thing.
wow,
eating
you
with
can't even
another-
eat with them.
You can't even eat with
Wow.
them.
Okay.
The black guy can say, "Hey, I made you a meal. You eat that motherfucking
You-
meal, and
you-
they find out. Oh yeah,
you're
you're
done.
fucked.
Okay. So you find this out not in federal prison. You find this out in state.
State.
So that's when you knew. Oh shit. So and I'm guessing when you went to jail young, you were rolling with the paisas already there.
I was already with the paisas.
Okay. So did you recognize anybody from back then that you were in state with, or this was all new people?
So when I was in the state, yeah, there was a few people.
So they knew who you were.
They knew who I
So
was.
when they hit you up, give me okay. Let's say I'm coming into prison. What do they tell you?
Right away they hit you up.
Is any race like any race?
So if they see you Mexican, it's either gonna be a paisa or a sureño
Sureño.
that's gonna hit you up
And they
right
tell
away.
you who you're rolling with.
And a lot of them. So when I hit this, I went to Walla Walla State Penitentiary.
Okay.
So-
Did you know that's one of the worst state penitentiaries in Washington State?
Right.
Okay.
So I went there, and a sureño hits me up right away because they see me, and they see me. I don't know if they see me kind of gangsterish or
Yeah.
whatever, but right away the fool hits me up and he says, "Hey, homie," I said, "You're norteño too, or what?"
Oh, trying to trick
Yeah.
you. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, "No, I'm not." Like, "Oh, so where you from?" I told him, I run with the paisa.
And after that, he was like, "Oh,
And so he backed off. But meanwhile, me and you, this kid was a kid, smaller than
hitting
me,
you up."
smaller than
Wow.
me, hitting me up. So a lot of the fools, they'll be like, "Man, fuck this fool," whatever. But in the background,
There's more dudes watching,
there's like 15, 20 motherfuckers seeing the whole action.
so waiting for you to say I'm a norteño,
Yeah.
or waiting for you to diss this dude,
Right.
and then get hit
Right.
up. Okay.
Right.
So he hits you up, and you say, "No, I'm a paisa." So then, what happens after that?
He just backs off.
And then the paisas come to you.
No,
or,
I had already. So when I got there, as soon as you get there, they throw you in a cell.
random.
So,
It's not
random.
with race.
No, it is mostly race.
Okay, so they do
So
segregate.
they threw me in with the. So they're not gonna throw. Sometimes they do though.
Yeah.
They throw you in with the black.
Oh wow. So and they're already, I guess, they know the politics. They know you guys are the politicians in there, and they're just the watchers, right?
Right.
So you get in a cell with the guy that you know, and then what? Explain. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but what? Explain to me what happens next.
So he starts. So I get into a cell and he's a paisa.
Okay.
So he's telling me, "Hey, are you a gangster?" I'm not a gangster. You know what I mean? I don't gang bang a blue or red or black or any color.
Yeah, you never gang banging in your life.
I know a lot of them, but I don't gang bang.
You don't affiliate. Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm a fucking drug dealer is what I am.
And that's it. Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean? I'm fucking Mexican. I roll with my Mexican. What it is.
So the guy.
I know a lot of them, but I don't.
You don't-
It's not my shit. You
So-
know what I mean?
So you roll. So you get there, and the guy that's in there is a paisa, and you're your cellmate.
Right.
So you tell him, "Hey, I'm a paisa." Does he bring you? Okay, come on, let me introduce you to people, or now we got to talk to somebody first, or How
So
does that work?
so every unit has a representative,
As far as like a president
a president
of the chapter.
for
Okay.
every race.
Okay.
So he comes, I'm like, hey, you know what? Whatever, we're right here, and then this is this guy, and this is what he's doing, and this is what he's here for, and so you give him your paperwork, they look it over, and you're there. You
Okay.
know what I mean? So you get accepted. So now there's a lot of motherfuckers that say, hey, you know what? I'm running by myself.
Wow.
I'm not gonna roll with you. I'm not gonna roll with them. I'm not gonna. So it's fucking. it- But those are the motherfuckers. You go in there and they're in a corner trying to eat their lunch. So you go to eat at lunchtime and there's tables. This is the paisas tables. These are the blacks tables. These are the sureños tables. These are everybody has their tables. You can't just go and sit at a
A
table.
round table. It's already set. This is the
Yeah.
table. Okay.
Hey, and if you do, they're gonna, hey, what the fuck you doing? Get the fuck out of here. And you
You
have
have
to.
to go.
If you're there and you're from that race, you have to
You have to sit
say
there.
something.
Or you have to say. You can't just leave this fool alone. type
No,
of shit.
no, hell no.
It's like, hey,
Hey,
you're
not a
with us.
paisa. Get the fuck out of the way. Hey, you're not a Southsider. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
You're not a white. They'll get your ass up.
So okay, so they bring you to the guy, or they go to the president, or the guy that runs it there, or as far as for the paisas, and they say, hey, this is Sammy. He says you're rolling with us. Is that how they say it, or
Yeah. So
okay?
he says and a lot of the times if they sense an issue, you go to the yard and it's a different president. That dude runs the whole
The
yard.
whole yard. So the
The
whole
whole yard.
prison.
The whole whatever shit you're there.
You're there, yeah. So there's a
So
guy that
the-
runs the pod, and there's a guy that runs the actual guy above him that actually
Right.
runs the whole yard. As far as like, I guess in a way like a manager and assistant manager.
Yeah,
type
so
of
you
thing.
go there, you meet the persons, and then you go to the yard.
Okay.
It's still you have to go to the yard, and then they look you over one more time,
Okay.
and then it could be somebody recognizes. Oh, this is fucking so and so. He's a fucking rat, or he's a fucking.
they already know.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're done.
And then you're done.
Okay.
And you know what I mean?
So they bring you out to see if anybody calls you out.
right.
Okay.
So that's what happens. Okay, we go to the yard, and then while I'm at the yard, everything gets established. Okay, he's gonna be a paisa, this and that, whatever. But also, the other guys don't know you. They see a different face, so they're like, "Hey, who's Soto?"
Who's this guy right here?
Yeah. So that's when the guy came and was like, "Hey, man, what's up? You know Norteño too? Blah blah blah."
That's when he came in the yard.
Yeah, and the yard.
That's when. So
Yo.
nobody has really. You haven't really talked to anybody as far as your cellmate.
Right.
You go to the yard.
So the first thing you do is you go to your dorm.
Yeah.
And then you want to go to the yard, you go to that's a whole nother separation.
Separation. Okay.
So then you go into the yard. So then it can be if you're an undercover Southsider, the good fool's gonna be like, hey man, that fool's a Southsider. Why is he rolling with the paisa?
Oh.
And then it becomes a conflict. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
He's practically hopping in a
Yeah.
different
So
direction.
you can't. So a lot of the time when I went to federal prison, I had a lot more friends there that I knew from the streets that were Southsiders, and they were like, "Hey, why don't you come run with the homie?"
Yeah.
I said, "No, I'm a paisa.
Right.
I'm not gonna jump ship." You know what I mean?
Okay. So you go with the paisas. They bring you to the yard. They introduce you, or the guy hits you up. You say, "No, I'm a paisa." You run with the paisas now. They practically already said, "Hey, you're one of us." Right.
Right.
They don't ask you for nothing. Like they don't ask you for anything extra as far as like why are you here? What you do?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. They look at your paperwork.
So you have paperwork in your hand, or how does that?
Within a couple weeks, you gotta have it.
How do you get that?
So you in the state, within a couple weeks, you see your counselor. They give you your paperwork.
Okay.
Because they know
they already know this is how it happens.
This is gonna. They know the rundown.
So
they need to know.
The prison system knows how it rolls in there.
Oh,
they know.
Oh yeah.
So they're not blind to the fact. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not trying to sit here and be like, "Oh, we don't know about this." They know how it goes, and it's just like, "Hey, let's just set him up already." So when he gets there, he can be with whatever the hell he's gonna run with. Okay. So you run with the paisas, and you're there, right? So you're there. Now, when you're in there, what is your feeling like? Like your first couple months, you're like, "Huh," or is it kind of like this is easy?
Well, I mean, you just gotta mindset it. You know what I mean? As soon as you go in, you're still stuck on outside. You know what I mean?
So you
So
okay.
so you're still stuck. Oh, what's going on out there? Let me get on the phone. Let me, this and
You're
that.
still trying to live
So
on the outside, but you're in the inside.
right,
You're
right.
trying to stay, I guess, afloat with everybody.
So the first time I was on the phone all
The
day.
first
Hey man,
first couple weeks
yeah, no, for the whole time,
in prison.
the whole
The
time.
first time you went to jail.
Yeah, the
Okay,
first.
okay, first time. Okay,
So and then the second time, you already know. Okay, you're stuck in here. You're gonna be in here. This is your life.
so do the time.
So
Don't let the time do you.
So yeah, so if you're stuck on outside, you're gonna bust your head and you're gonna be, why is my girl not answering me? Why is my
I already.
family not answering?
Wow.
Yeah,
I already trip out when my girl don't answer now. Sometimes when she's mad at me, so imagine. Okay. So you finally learn. Okay, let's disattach from the outside world because now this is my world. I'm in here and I have to do this. So you get there. Okay. So you already talked about how you got there. How did so talking about adapting? How did you adapt? What made you say, or did somebody tell you, "Hey, bro, it's better if you just fucking don't worry about don't worry about the outside world anymore."
yeah. They did.
They
Some
tell
of
you
the
that.
guys tell you,
Hey,
they see you and they see you in a stress box, and well, if you're in a stress box, they're in a stress
because
box.
now they gotta feed off your energy.
Yeah, because you're over there. Oh man, I can't fuck it. And you're on the phone, and some people trying to use the phone, and you're, hey man, why aren't you answering?
Yeah.
And you're hanging up, and you're banging the phone, and and that's how everybody communicates,
Yeah,
and that's how you get fucked up.
because
Motherfuckers get fucked up.
'cause
They break the phone.
so they yeah
Oh,
some,
my bitch ain't answering. Bam,
bam
bam,
yeah
bam.
and they're hit.
Oh yeah, what
Mm,
the fuck you doing? You know what I mean?
yeah.
And it
So
just is. It's rough.
it's rough in there. Okay, so you adapt. You finally adapt, and people tell you, "Hey, this is better if you just try to disconnect it from that." They don't answer. It is what it is. Don't worry about it. Okay. You would, talked about your thought process about damn, you're already here. So did you do anything to get your mind off of prison, or that hey, I'm in this. I'm obviously
You
in this fucking in these four walls that I can't really. I don't have control over. What made you? What helped you get your mind off of it? Because I know some dudes go crazy in there. Like you said, just you call it the stress box, right? I can just imagine being in four walls and your girl not answering, and you're just like going crazy in a damn cell. So what helps you get off? You get your mindset off, or what helped you?
there's different programs. So you always I did any program that I could get. I did parenting classes. I did fucking victim awareness classes. I did RDAP. There's a apprenticeship programs. I did plumbing. You go out, you work out.
So
You know,
so there is, I guess, I don't want to say benefits of being in there, but there is programs to help you
right? And that's all for when
break.
you're gonna get out.
Right.
So I had a brother-in-law that was in jail before me.
Okay.
So he was the one that told me, hey, you know what? He was closest to home. So closest to home to us, we live in Washington.
Right. Right. Right.
Closest to us was Oregon.
Oregon. That's the next federal
Yeah,
prison.
so when you're in federal prison, they can ship you to Oregon, California, anywhere in the United States you can get
So
shipped.
you can't ask, hey, can I go here? They're just like, we're gonna send you where the hell we send you. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
And then
Okay.
so I got placed in Oregon, which was the closest to home. So he told me, he was like, if you want to stay there and not get shipped somewhere else, get into an apprenticeship program. So the apprenticeship program that I got into was plumbing,
Okay.
which was a 5-year program.
Oh wow.
So that locked me in for 5 years.
Because you're already doing 7.
Yeah.
So okay.
So I was there the whole time. You know what I
And
mean?
it's closest for home, better for your family, right? People
Right.
come
So
see.
you
Okay.
come visits,
Okay.
and if you get them. If you don't get them, then you're still there. You're closest to home.
It's better.
Whatever.
It's just better.
Yeah. So
So you were doing apprenticeship for plumbing.
plumbing.
Okay. Was it did you do that more because you wanted to learn, or was it honestly more to be next to your family at the time?
At the time, it was just to stay.
To
close
stay
to
there.
the
It was like,
family.
okay, so you're like, I'm gonna benefit it this way, use it to my advantage, and stay
Right.
here. Okay.
And as long as I was in there, I started. Hey, you know what? This can help when
Okay.
I get out.
So you're there for 7 years. Do you have any crazy politics stories that happen in there, or any crazy story that you could tell us without giving too much information?
Um, there was this one time that it almost jumped. So what happened was is there's over a TV
Over a TV.
over a TV
Okay.
riot over a TV. So we had every, oh, I shouldn't say every race, but there was 4 TVs in rooms, but there was these rooms that you could go and you're at a site. So a lot of people, you wanted to fight, you go in there, you fight.
Probably about duke it out.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
You can still do it in yourselves, but in the TV room,
More
it's
room.
bigger, so you can kind of
Move
move
around.
around, do what you got to do, or
Do the
whatever.
Mayweather on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the TV rooms, they wanted to do away with them because of that.
Because they couldn't see in there. So was there a
Right.
rule why they couldn't have a camera in there, or was it just
They
were like,
didn't.
we don't care about
It wasn't wired in for some
it?
reason.
Reason. So I
So-
think they knew. They knew. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so then they were gonna shut them off. So what they did was those TVs they put down into the living area, which we had TVs already there too. So on the
But
bottom,
when you say we, the paisas.
yeah.
So how many TVs in total?
So on the bottom there was 4 TVs already on the. They call it the flats.
Okay.
It's a living area where everybody comes. There's tables for everybody to
Chill,
come.
kick it, whatever.
Yeah. So there was a Paisa TV, White's TV, Black's TV, uh, Sureño TV on the bottom.
Okay.
So then there's rooms where it's a black TVs they have too, the whites, the Mexicans, and the Paisas again, or Sureños. So then those TVs were coming to the flats. So it was not our unit; it was our neighboring unit.
Okay.
Where that actually.
Well, that was going to happen
where
already
the
before it
conflict.
happened to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with us, we came down. Everybody knew, the TVs are gonna be whatever race is coming out. Even though we had a TV already out there, now we have 2 TVs.
Okay.
So, but in the neighboring unit, there was another race that wanted a TV
Race that didn't have a TV,
that didn't have a TV.
so they're going to try to take it.
So they were like, it was a lifer guy, and he thought he was just, So the lifers, they have nothing to lose.
So they don't. They just think they're just
They're just like, I'm gonna fucking kill whoever if
Just-
you fucking.
take my yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but in there, if you want it, you gonna get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was stuck in his head that he was gonna take one of our TVs. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna take this TV. And so they go and they talk to him. They say, no, this is our TV.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is our TV. He's like, no, I'm telling you guys, this is gonna be our TV. So he had picked the TV that was by their table, and we had a table right behind their table. So that's why that TV was gonna be our TV.
Yeah.
So then they tell him, oh no, you're not. And he's like, yeah, okay. So they had found some alcohol. They make alcohol in prison.
Okay.
So somebody was making alcohol in the common area. Nobody took blame for it. So the way they punish us, they turn off the TV. So they install the new TVs for everybody, and they let you see them, big old flat screen TVs.
Oh wow. Okay.
And they say, okay, after count those TVs. So meanwhile, I knew one of the representatives that was he was a guy that,
In the neighboring pod.
yeah, in the neighboring pod that was from the Tri-Cities.
Okay.
So I knew him, and I would talk to him, and he told me, hey, after count, it's going to go down.
We're gonna fight.
Yeah, we're going to fight. These guys are going to they're saying they're going to take the TV, and I told him, you can't fucking let them take the TV. That's your TV.
Yeah. If you
You
do
can't
that,
leave.
it shows weakness.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the way they do it is if one person fights, you're fighting everybody. Everybody. So in this case, it was some Hawaiians that wanted the TV. So they run with the natives at the time. So then the Hawaiian was like, I'm gonna take the TV, whatever, blah blah blah. So the TVs were off. So after count, they go and turn on the TV. So he goes up there, and as soon as he turns that TV on, they fucking beat his ass. So everybody, all the paisas had locks. They give you fucking padlocks in fucking prison.
Really?
So they tie them onto the belt, and every single one of them, they went and because they knew it was coming. So they said, "Oh, here's a lock for you. Here's a lock for you. Here's a lock for you. You don't have a lock. They go get it from somewhere else. Bring it over. You're gonna have a lock." And
Wow.
everybody has locks fucking tied on their fucking shit. So it's all a number thing. So there's about 10 Hawaiians, and there's 30 paisa.
Okay.
We're the biggest numbers in federal prison. Paisa is because you got the illegals get locked up, whatever,
Right.
blah blah
So
blah.
they're the top tier.
So they're
dominant race.
depending on the prison.
Okay.
But in that prison, we were dominant.
Dominant. Okay.
We were higher numbers. So as soon as the guy turned on his fucking the TV,
Gave it.
3 locks, clank, 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 teeth everywhere,
Oh man.
teeth all over there. They knocked his whole grill out, and
Because the Hawaiian turned on the TV.
because the
Because he
Hawaiian.
was claiming it. That was the way he was claiming it.
So then the other Hawaiians try to get in, and they're getting locked up too. Boom, boom.
Damn.
We're looking on the neighborhood. We already knew it was going to happen. So right away on the other side where we were at, the Hawaiian comes and he's like, "Hey, I want you guys to know we have nothing to do with that over there."
He's
Blah,
doing.
blah.
He's
They're copping
rogue.
plea bargains.
Yeah, he's rogue. He's going rogue. Yeah.
So even the natives comes and tells us, "Hey, you know what, man? We have nothing to do with that.
He chose to do that on his own.
We're not even going to run with them anymore.
They're out
They're out."
because
You
they
know.
did that.
Yup.
Because they seen these guys are getting dominated.
Right.
And we try to back them up.
Even with having them as a race to help, we were still overnumbering them.
Yeah.
So
So when stuff happened, they joined you guys.
no, they didn't join
Oh.
us. They just said we'll have nothing.
We don't want
to
to problems. You guys can fucking have.
If you guys want to beat up all the Hawaiians, go ahead and beat them up. We're not going to do nothing.
Yeah.
And so the other Hawaiians were like, "Hey, you know what? I don't know why they did that over there." That was the only unit where that happened.
That happened. Wow.
Yeah. So it was.
But it almost started
for a TV.
For a TV. It almost started a race war.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was crazy, man.
Damn, man. That's honestly that's wild. That's man, for a TV is wild, man. Wow. So after going through prison, you say you represented. Did you ever become a representative?
I did it a little bit. I'm not gonna say I was one the whole time, but the last couple months I was in the RDAP unit, and I did. And that time we were gonna get into. We almost got into another race war right there because of a Dominican. So the Dominicans run with Bisons right there.
Right.
And he was selling dope
in prison.
In prison.
Oh wow. Okay.
And then he ended up beating up a white boy. So just on his own.
Yeah.
So then it became an issue. So they locked down the whole unit. I was talking to the white boys when it happened.
Kind of like I don't want to say trucing it up, but as far as like kind of like how the politicians do out here, just like a meeting away, like to calm things down in a way.
So the way if you have an issue with another race in there, is you go to the race and that race handles the problem.
Okay.
So if I say you're a white boy and I have have a problem with one of your guys, I'm gonna come and tell you, hey, so and so, this white guy, and then you handle it with them. I can't just go and handle it. Then it becomes a race war.
Because they have to handle your own.
Right.
Okay. So you handled your own, I'm guessing.
So we went and we talked to them about it. So then it becomes a bigger issue than me. Now it's race. So now I have to take it to the yard to Big Dog, and he has to decide
what happens,
what's going to happen. So this all goes to the yard. So I try to talk to him at first. I'm like, you know what, we're gonna handle it, just And he's heated. He's like, fuck that. We're gonna fuck him up. Blah blah blah. And then it becomes okay. Do what you gotta do.
But then it's gonna
escalate.
This, yeah.
We still can't allow him to go beat his ass.
Because that's your guys' man.
We gotta all jump in.
Yeah. Regardless if he was in the wrong.
Regardless.
So you're practically telling him, let us handle it.
Right.
And for you. Because he's ours.
Yeah.
But we'll answer for you, but on our way. And you guys are gonna answer. And you guys can sit back and just let us handle it. And he was like, no.
Yeah. So he's mad and he's all, man, so it ends up coming down to they lock us down.
Because they know what's going on.
Yeah, they know what's going on.
Okay.
And they come and the guards for some reason know who the representatives are.
They already know.
So they came and they pulled him out of his fucking cell. The guards are on the bottom fucking tier watching.
Yeah.
They pull him out of his cell, and I don't know if he says, hey, yeah, Sammy's the fucking
other
one
guy
right here. So they pull me out of the cell, and we're talking.
So they make you guys talk.
Hey, they make us
fix this shit right now.
Fix this shit right now. And so I had already tried to fix it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then so he comes to me and he's like, "Hey, Sammy, we gotta fix this. We gotta, blah blah blah." Then he comes to his senses. We're months. Everybody in the RDAP units, you're going home.
Yeah.
You're under a year to go home.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking like 3 months to the
So
door.
you're like, hey, bro, I'm not trying to go to do more time over this BS. I'm telling you, we're gonna handle it. And he starts to become more level headed and be like, okay,
So they take it as a weakness. So then I'm like, okay, do what you want to do then. If you want to fucking all of us lose our fucking time, fuck it. That's what
let's
it's gonna
just go.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just what it's gonna be. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so then he comes to his senses. We still take it to the yard. The dude gets fucked up by a few guys, and it's good.
It's good.
You know
And
what I mean?
everything's calm now.
And everything's calm.
Okay.
But it was
They almost
everybody, all the whites in the yard, all the Mexicans in the yard. So when it comes to a race war, the paisas and the sureños are together
okay, they joined
they're
because
Mexican.
it's race.
because
It's
it's
no
race.
longer clica, it's race.
Right.
And clica, when I say clica, I meant like a clique, right?
And
So,
in some prisons.
some prisons.
So right there, they were with us. So you have all the siders in the yard, all the paisas go to the yard, but they'll with you, but they're behind you.
They're not gonna go first.
Right.
It is. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So, you talked about the crazy politics you had in there. Did time feel really slow for you in there?
At the beginning, it did.
But then when you
Then once you get used to it,
starts rolling,
you just forget about the time, and next thing you know, it's fucking. And then you get into the end, and then it gets slow again.
slow again, yeah.
You're like, fuck, because bullshit like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm 3 months to the fucking door, this shit's coming up.
and it's kind of messing with your release date being free finally.
Right.
So the time did feel slow. You said yes on that. How was the food in there? Be honest.
It's
It's
shitty.
garbage.
It's garbage.
It's garbage. Even with commissary.
I mean, the commissary, what it is, your best food is you have your fucking sopas, your ramens or whatever. You have your sausages. You have your. If you don't have commissary money, you're not living right. The food in there says not for human consumption.
Okay.
They give you pieces of chicken that on the box it says not for human consumption, and they're feeding it to you.
Wow. Prison system.
Prison system.
Wow. Okay. So you go to prison, you go through these politics, you're with the paisas, you're rolling with them. What is honestly what is I'm not saying that you did say you'd be great going to prison, but is there a part of you that is like, man, I learned a lot in here? Or was it just you were just rolling with the punches in there and following rules?
I mean, you learn on not to come back. You know what I mean?
You knew in your head, I don't want to be here no more.
Yeah, it's just it comes down to. I mean, you can go back. The time is easy.
Right.
You're pretty much safe if you stay to yourself. You don't do nothing. You're safe.
Yeah.
If you're a fucking hothead, you're gonna get your ass.
Yeah, think you're all that.
Yeah. As big as you are, they're gonna send 3 motherfuckers. If you beat them all 3 up, they're gonna send you 5 motherfuckers. You're gonna get your ass whooped.
So did you make any friendships in there at least? Like people that you still talk to this day?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I definitely did. There's a lot of people that I still talk to.
Okay.
That are out, and I mean, you learn. If you wanna go back, you're gonna go back. You know what I mean? So
but your mindset,
me, I'm done.
you're done. Yeah, that time
And
is
that
over.
easy money is really not that
It's not
easy.
easy, yeah.
It ain't worth it. You know what I mean? For the time being, it's not worth it.
So you met some friends in there, and and you still talk to them or whatever. You keep in touch with them. So you said it's a lesson. So in this podcast, I've talked a lot about turning your L's into lessons. So I'm guessing you going to prison was an L, but you took your lessons out of prison. So
Right.
you learned from your mistake in a way,
Right.
right? The biggest lesson that you've learned in there was what?
Just valueize your family more. You know what I mean? Put them first.
Before you put anything else. Okay.
So you try to like I was trying to do is do everything for my family, trying to justify the bad that I was doing.
That this is for them.
This is for them, but
In reality, it was all about the money.
It was all about the money. So now you actually for them. So now I'm a law-abiding citizen. I work every day. I pay taxes. I do everything.
Now you're
So now a
no,
cop gets behind me. I don't give a fuck.
you're not tripping
I
anymore.
don't give
It
a
is
fuck.
what it is.
Before I was hide this, hide that.
Yeah.
Oh shit, the cops over here. Oh, pull over right here. You know. And now it's who gives a fuck. Oh, you got me for speeding. Who cares? You
So
know.
I've talked a lot about support on this podcast as well. Um, and not to double back on what I was saying before, like repeat myself on this podcast, but I want to learn what you think on your head and your end. Support. People supporting you, did that help a lot
Oh yeah,
in prison?
a
And
lot.
and
You gotta have the family support.
if not, you're practically
Yeah,
done in
you
there.
gotta have some kind of something. That's why there's a lot of people. I mean, even a lot of people do have their family support, and they still. You gotta have the mindset
The
too. You
mindset
know
to
what I
be
mean?
there. Okay.
It's either you want it or you don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's been plenty of times that I've been knocked down, and I'm like, I know how to get money. I'll get
Yeah.
it.
You'll get it. Yeah. There's
But
no.
am I gonna do more time doing it? Probably.
Yeah.
You know, is it worth it to me? No.
Yeah.
I came out. My kids are grown. You know what I mean?
That's one thing that probably hurt
Yeah.
the most was not being there for your kids. Yeah.
Right.
So, um, you know, if you could relive one moment of your whole life, and it being in prison, it being out of prison, it being now, or it being young, what memory or what moment in your life would you relive again?
Being home.
Being home.
Not having to pay bills,
So being young again.
being young,
Being young again. Okay.
not have no worries in the world, just being home.
Okay. Okay. So, um, now the biggest question we have. Switch gears a little bit out of that. I'm glad you're home. Glad you're doing better. And it's honestly, I remember being younger. You buying me a lot of things that I wanted. Man, I remember you gave me my first phone, and it was one of those terpene phones, the Boost Mobile. And I thought I was the shit in school. I was like, hey, I got the little thing. And I mean, you guys had a big impact in my life too. I want to say that I love you, and you have a big impact in my life. In the beginning, seeing the nice cars, seeing the nice things, it made me want that. Like I said in the beginning of this podcast, if you remember. But then I seen behind the scenes years later, and I'm like, holy crap, I did not know you guys were going through all that. I'm glad you're home though. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad your head's on straight. I'm glad you're working. And not a lot of guys can say that. A lot of guys, I feel like they go right back because they say prison's like a graduation school. You start meeting people in there, and you're like, hey, you ever want to work? Let's get to work again. And it's like it's easy, right? It's very, and I'm not saying easy as you said it's not worth it, but easy to fall back into that place. So, what helped you not go back to that?
Family.
Family really helped you. I'm honestly glad to hear that, man, because damn, I fighting over a TV it's something wild, man. It's something wild. Okay, now another big question that I have, might change gears. When is that orange truck gonna be ready? Because that Chevy's sitting in the garage, ready for the smoke.
Yeah.
it's
It's gonna come. It's coming out.
coming out.
It's coming out. We definitely you hooked it up on getting it into my name, and so
Shout out to Sally. Shout out to Sally.
it's coming out. It's coming out.
Okay, okay.
It'll be on the streets
You
already.
you ain't catching no crackhead.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad we got to help you out on that. The reason I say we ain't catching no crackhead is because you was trying to track down the person that owned it, and it was a mission. You would always see him on Sunday.
I would always see him on Sunday.
All right, man. You got any crazy partying story before we close this out? Any story that was like epic? Like I want to hear a partying story.
Party story.
If you without getting in trouble, of course.
Okay, I got a crazy party story. We were drinking at my mom's house, and Joel was getting ready to leave. And I tell him, "Hey Joe, burn them."
Oh
Man.
man.
But the truck would not burn them with the 24s. It would not. He said the tires cost too much. They cost too much. You know what? He sat there and tried to power brake that
Hey.
truck. That fucking truck would not burn rubber.
It did not want to. Honestly, I don't know what it is about. I remember that.
But anyways, the orange monster will eat up the whole block on 24s, 26s,
26.
whatever
Man.
whatever you want to put on it. But yeah, that was it, man. I
man.
just want to say thanks to Joe for.
No, man. Thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate you. Let's take one last shot to close it out. If you're down, or you're already done.
Oh, man, let's go.
All right, let's go.
You're gonna bail me out anyways if you catch this DUI.
Man, you know what's crazy is that, you know, I've known the stories a little bit about you because of my mom and like little things I heard, but it was honestly good to have you on the podcast. I consider you to be the first one because I want people to know, you know, that people can change their life around, and that it's up to you to change what you have around you. But if you guys haven't noticed, this is my Uncle Sammy. Save that to the end. But thank you for coming on. Hello.
Like and subscribe.
Like and yeah. Before I get up, I'm about to get up. Like and subscribe, please. Don't forget that. I can't stress it enough. Thank you again, Sam.